Hello, good day to our lecturer, Miss Yap. So today I'll be presenting about a for loop based on HTML and JavaScript. So without further ado, I shall start my presentation. So at first, we'll just list out the doc type HTML, body, and then close the body and HTML. So first, I'll give the code an ID known as for loop, as stated here, and then I'll start off with my script. So for the example I'll be doing is a list of car brands. So first I'll declare var cars as BMW, Volvo, Mercedes, and Toyota. So continuing on, I'll first declare var I equals to 0, var len equals to cars length, and var text. So for the for loop, we shall start. We don't have to declare integer I because we've declared the I here. I equals to 0. So when I is less than length, stands for cars length, and then the text plus minus plus equals cars I, and then break the line, and then I plus plus for the for loop. And then we'll declare a function document.getElement by ID, where the ID is for loop as stated here, and then from the inner HTML equals to text. So let's try it out. And this is the output BMW, Volvo, Mercedes, Toyota as stated here. So what if we try to add on a further list such as Honda, Audi, and Proton. So what happens if we add on is that the list will just goes further with the new names added. So this is because when I is not constant and it's based on the car's length, where the car's length is based on the list. So therefore, it will just continue to add on until you decide to stop adding in. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Ganzulin. Now I will talking about the dual loop control statement in JavaScript. This looping will execute the code block once and before checking if the condition is true, then it will repeat the loop as long as the condition is true. Then dual loop is the basic looping control statement that we are going to be seeing in this video. So let's just start off with the syntax. First, I declare a variable which name called I and none. I set the I equal to 0, none equal to from, enter how many times of looping you want. It means later the HTML will pop up a message, then call a user input the number. Then I write the do with the open and close curly bracket. After that, you must put the while, because the looping is called while, right? the while with the round bracket. Inside the round bracket is contain the conditions that we put in here. Then inside the dual loop, I declare the document.write loop I plus 1 and br and I plus plus. It means the I plus plus is meant to increase the variable in this condition every time. If you forgot to put, the loop will never end. So let's going to checking the result of dual loop on Google Chrome. I refresh first. Yes, the pop out. Enter how many times of looping you want. Then if let's say I enter 5 times, yeah, the result is show loop 1, loop 2, loop 3, loop 4, loop 5. Because the num I entered 5. So the I equal to 0, the 0 one time is true, the 1 is true, the 2 is true, the 3 is less than none is true, the 4 is less than none 5, yeah, it's true. Then the 5 is less than 5, no, it's wrong, it's wrong. So the loop is stopped at the 5 times, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's all is my basic understanding of the while loop. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Yao Peiren and I'm going to discuss about the while loop in the JavaScript. So first, we need to open the HTML tag and the head, close the head tag and the body. Every time we open a tag, we will close it immediately so that we won't forget to close it after this. So I'm going to discuss about the while loop. This would be the heading, the title in JavaScript. And I will add the script tag. As I said, I will close every tag when I open it. So for this script tag, we used to embed the executable code. And this script tag we used to add the JavaScript inside this HTML. So I'm going to let this thing to loop by 5 times. So before this, we need to declare the variable. But if you are not sure what variable you should declare, you could declare it after you need to use it. So let's say if I delete this first, and I will start the while loop while I is less than 5. So I will let this while less than 5. So it will loop for 5 times. And I open it, I close it. So this I is a variable, so we could declare the variable now. We need to declare the variable as it will be used. So the initial value of I is equal to 0, and I will let the output will be the number is, and I output the I by put this plus sign and I. So every time in the while loop, every time when output is already print, we need to write the I++. So let's say if the first output will be the number is 0, because this I is a variable and the initial value is 0. If I change this I initial value is equal to 1, so this output would be the number is 1. So I change it to 0, and then the second output would be the number is 2 as this I++ is written here. This I++ is very important. So yeah, I save it and I refresh. This is our output. As we can see, the first output is the number is 0, because this I is equal to 0 is the initial value. And after the first output is printed, the number is equal to 0, I is 0, and then the I will increase by 1. This I++ means increase by 1. So the second number, the I will be 1. So the next output is the number is 1. So this output will be looped by 5 times. This is the first time, second, third, fourth, and the fifth time. So yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, greetings to lecturer, Ms. Yap. My name is Adrian Lim Jun Hong. So today I will present the for loop in JavaScript for the assignment. So without further ado, I will start to write the code now. So first we open the HTML, open and close, and then here we'll put head. So normally JavaScript will put inside head, alright, not body. Right, inside head. So after that we'll put script. So the for loop example that I will create is like the program will ask the user how many fruit they will like. If user input 8 times, the program will run loop 8 times. Alright. So like this, let's see it. RIPT script. Okay, after that we shall declare a variable var fruits. The example I will use fruit lah, okay. Fruit var I, this for the for loop, and then var count. Count is for to store how many user input. Right. So after that we use count equals to prompt. Prompt means that it will pop out the notice board that user need to input something. Alright, prompt. How many fruits that you like? Alright, and then we'll put this. This means it will suggest a answer for the input, but in this program we're not using this. So after that we open for I will not need to declare then again because we already declared just now. Right, I equals to 0, I less than count, I plus plus. So after that we'll write fruit I equals to prompt. Enter the fruit that you like. And then after that, after a user input that fruit that his or her like, then we can document.write, output the result. Document.write. Document.write. We'll put BR. BR means it will break the line when the output is done. When the loop is done. Alright, it will break. Fruit number 1, number 2, number 3, number. So here, if we want to link the output with the variable, we need to put plus. Because normally in C++ or C we'll put like this, C out. But here we cannot use, in JavaScript cannot use this. We shall use plus, simple. Right? So plus I plus 1. I plus 1 means it will start from the number 1. fruit number 1, number 2, number 3 instead of fruit number 0, number 1, number 2, number 3. Alright. So again, we put a plus here to close it. The fruit number 1 that you like is, you put a plus, fruit I. I means that the fruit number 1, for example, is apple, you output apple. Fruit number 2 is kiwi, you output kiwi. Alright, and so on. And then a semicolon, semicolon, semicolon. Alright, it should be work. That's right. So like, if for example I want how many fruits that you like, I like 3 fruits. So enter the fruit that you like. First one is kiwi, orange, apple. Alright, it will loop 3 times. So let's say I want to loop 10 times. So apple, banana, kiwi, orange, dragon fruit, dragon fruit, waffle. Never mind, I just put a random word. Yeah, so it will loop 10 times and different output: apple, banana, kiwi, and so on. Alright, so that's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Yang. Today I want to present about the simple JavaScript for loop. This program for JavaScript for loop example print multiplication table for 5 to 10. So this title name is next for loop in JavaScript, and heading name is JavaScript next for loop. Then the variable I put is I and j. I is become a number of multiple, and j is become the multiplication number. So I put the I in the first for loop. I equal to 5 and I less than or equal to 10 and I plus plus. This is because I start multiplication table from 5 to 10. So I write this like this, and then I proceed to second for loop. I put j equal to 1 and j less than or equal to 12 j plus plus. This is because we multiplication start from 1 until to 12. Then that will process the statement until start from 5 multiple 1 until to 10 multiple 12. And this is the source code want to display the output. So this one is the simple JavaScript for loop and the multiplication 5 until to 10. That's all for me. Thank you.